Won't be long, and it'll be really chilly outside, and snow will be falling. Holiday travel can be stressful, we all know that, but today we're getting a few tips on how to make things a wee bit easier for you. So please say hello once again to the travel trio, Carolyn Scott-Hamilton, Donna Perkins, and Tracy O'Connor. Welcome, ladies. You're going to make it easier for us.
Yes.
You know, you could make it easier for us. I know so many times you start planning for your trips, and you got to, it's August, I better start planning.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch those flights and keep an eye on all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, tips on that?
Well, that's a huge one because a lot of people, like I, like to plan way ahead of time. But I have found that if you don't have the ability to schedule your trip as early as some of us can, like some people only have like a week's notice, they're like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
There are some great apps out there. I'm sure you've heard of Priceline and Hotwire and all those.
Yeah.
There's an app called Hopper, which is really fantastic. What you do is you kind of plug in where you want to go. So let's say you want to go LAX, New York, right? What it does is it gives you every month, and it's color-coded, the prices from day to day. So if you have some flexibility in your planning, what you can do is see, like right there, she's see how it has the color-coded dates?
Yeah.
So obviously the reds you want to avoid. So if you have a little flexibility on date, let's say you wanted to leave on the 15th and come back on the 22nd, but you find out that a day later or a day earlier might be half the price, it shows you, and it gives you alerts. It says, prices are really low right now, they're going to skyrocket next week, buy now, and you can do it all from that app.
Really?
Which is really fantastic. So no matter how much time you have or how little time you have, this is a fantastic way to kind of keep an eye, and you get alerts. If you have a destination you like to visit quite a bit, it saves it, so it'll give you an alert. Hey, these are the prices for March, April, whatever. So,
so if I go home back to Iowa to see my mom or whatever, and they're like, you know, prices are really dropping, then
yeah.
Go back and that's good.
That's a great idea.
It keeps it saved, and you can have your watch lists of various destinations. But it's perfect this time of year because not everyone can travel, you know, with a 3 months notice. You know? So,
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I can't plan that far ahead.
Well, let me ask you, I'm the type of person that no matter where I'm going, I will pack my clothes and whatever gifts that I have, and I ship them. So is it better to do that or to carrying them on the plane
I've never
with you,
heard
or-
of that. I mean, I had somebody mention that to me, but I've not done that.
It's like with the stress of traveling, and then you don't have to wait
fantastic.
forever for your luggage. You just ship it off, and then the UPS or
That
FedEx
is
will
really
keep it there for you.
fantastic for you.
So,
And a lot of people don't know that. You're one of the very rare people. So there's a lot of options when you're talking about getting your gifts to your destination. Of course, you can put them in your carry-on, but what you have to think about is, does that exceed my weight limit for carry-on? Is it fragile? Is it going to get broken? Okay, so then do I pack it? And what we have to think about when we pack our gifts is, does it exceed the weight limit? And what a lot of people don't know too is if your luggage gets to 70 pounds, some airlines will consider that freight and they won't accept it at all. So we really have to get one of those little weighers at home and weigh your luggage before you get to your destination. Another thing is shipping. So sometimes shipping can get a little costly, but there is the FedEx luggage service, which is fantastic. You can ship all your luggage if you want, or just your gifts. Now, for example, if you wanted to look at a 4-day delivery from LA to Chicago, that's going to cost you about $76.55 for that 4 days to get it to your destination for about 60 pounds. So it varies depending on weight, depending on size, depending on time of delivery.
Right.
So there's a lot of options that you have. And one thing that people don't know too about packing your luggage is if your luggage gets damaged or stolen, because we have to think sometimes, unfortunately, during the holidays, that there is a high theft rate in luggage. So the Department of Transportation has said that an airlines is required to compensate you for your luggage, for the luggage or the contents up to $3,300. So that's something people don't know too. Take pictures of your gifts, especially important. Take pictures, and if you can, get that extra insurance, because that's going to ensure that you get everything back and get the optimum that you need.
Do you notify staying at a hotel? Do you notify the concierge and say, listen,
that your luggage is coming? Absolutely, and that's part of what they do for you.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, there's the shipping service, it's from your doorstep to your destination.
yeah, but I always call to make sure I double check with the hotel anyway.
Yes. And that is something that you want to make sure. But it is a wonderful service because during the holidays, it is so much stress.
Well, look, the airline
and-
wants to make money off
Yes.
of you, too.
Yes.
So they'll just try to gouge you every way they can.
Right, and you can just breeze through the airlines. No luggage, no anything.
La, la, la.
If I take a
Go
trip
on,
with my
everybody.
kids, I can ship their clothes dirty and they'll wash them at the hotel and fold them.
No, if you want, you
I
can
don't
have
have to do it.
arrangements. You don't even have to do it. Yes.
Woo, that is a load off my mind
Exactly.
right there.
let's
Holidays
talk
have
about-
just gotten a lot easier.
Yes, see, there you go.
It's
There you
really
go.
stressful when you travel and you get really tired and you get jet lagged. So what can we do to
Yeah.
help ourselves not to be so jet lagged?
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to totally avoid it. But so one of the things about jet lag is if you can, say you're traveling like, here we are, West Coast to East Coast, try to adjust yourself a little bit the week before. So maybe go to bed a little bit earlier so you start waking up a little bit earlier, and then you'll just reverse that if it's the other way around. Another very important thing is our circadian rhythms are regulated. So our sleep-wake cycle is regulated by light-dark.
Right.
So the second you get to your destination, you want to get out into the light and expose yourself to light, because that kind of gives your body clock a sense of awareness of what time of day it is and whether you need to be awake or asleep. And I think most of us struggle, I don't know about you guys, but do you struggle falling asleep or staying asleep when you travel?
Yep.
And you have at least
Not
like a
even-
3-hour
not traveling.
Asleep, not
Yeah.
falling asleep.
Yeah.
So that's still within the sleep wake cycle, obviously, and it's light dark. So get your room as dark as possible. And another helpful tip is a little bit of melatonin goes a long way. For those of you out there who don't know what it is, our own bodies produce melatonin during the night, and that tells us to get tired and to go to sleep. So we can take a natural supplement of melatonin of 0.5 up to 5 milligrams, and that will help to regulate your sleep cycle and help you to fall asleep. Also,
As we get older, we stop producing that so regularly, I believe.
we do, and also even if there's a little bit of light in the room, because melatonin is not produced when there's light. It's only produced in the absence of light. So you really need to get the room dark. If you need to bring a little,
Yeah.
because sometimes hotel rooms aren't that dark. Sometimes
Yeah.
your family's house, if you're staying in the guest room, maybe they have bright blinds. It happens, you know?
That's a good point.
You got to grab the little sleep mask. Also, earplugs. They are so helpful. Sometimes you're traveling and you're not getting a good sleep because you don't have the perfect conditions. Maybe you're in a hotel that's on the lower level and there's lots of beeping or horns. Earplugs, saviors.
Good
And
tip.
Enya music.
That's old. That's a job
I'm out.
More information on what we chat about
you.
today, you can
Thank
just
you.
drop by and spend a little time on our website.
Next up, Shirley and I are creating a beautiful and affordable holiday
This
table
is so
stay
gorgeous.
cake.
Where do you
Thank
see
you.
it? Where do you see it?